Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big bag plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Black Knights and the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw here. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Ertz has it left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The play fake. Marks looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Campbell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Marks. Throw left side complete. It's Campbell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the...
And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. And now back out comes the offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw on 2nd down. Marks. Going to throw right side here. Complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
To throw on 3rd down. Marks. Throwing right, and that's complete. His first catch, good for 14 there, and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Marks. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, Kamara down to the 25. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Marks. And he bats Knocks it away, and it falls down incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And now running right through it. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Watch it now, Barney!
He'll drop to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 36 yards. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7.
Leopard! Gone!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
He'll get it up the middle, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And he puts it through. Carlson now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Green, 39. Green.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Here we go now. Boom, line it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Marks, flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Set. 319. 319.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Marks. And that is incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the 20. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And Cook has it left side. And a nice gain of 21 yards. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for him after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and 10. They'll set up a throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A give. This is Kamara. And an alley to run. Spinning past him. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. First down. Marks. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Anthony Barr coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
All right, here we go. Green.
Operating from the gun. Marks. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Marks. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it first and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
He'll look to throw. And it's complete to Jeffrey. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And an alley to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. A lot loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here we go.
To throw on second down. Marks. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, Marks. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Campbell. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Marks. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Daniil Hunter in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. From the gun, Marks. He's going to let this one go deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Marks. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Operating from the gun, Marks. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Michael Thomas, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is brought in at the 21. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here we go now.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Marks. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
From the gun, Marks. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They run it again with Kamara. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got Snead. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
Operating from the gun. Marks. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Michael Thomas, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Prater on to add the extra point. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 30, 10, touchdown, Vikings. A big play there, 76 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Carlson now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
Off play action. Marks. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Get this down only to about the 46. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Marks. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that is incomplete here. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And they'll try to save the timeouts to use on defense if need be as he runs up and spikes it. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw here. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Carlson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out.
Green 39! Green 39! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Set! Green 39!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A give. This is Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Detroit!
Back to throw. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 24 all. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
running with Kamara. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Another timeout called by the Vikings now. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Off the play fake. Marks. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
To throw on second down. Marks throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And this offense on third down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Operating from the gun. Marks. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ball game. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can...
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30, 10. There are no flags. He's into the end zone.
Touchdown.
And an amazing return wins it in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Vikings, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they fall to defeat for the 2nd time this season. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.